Hi everyone, welcome to the video. In today's video, I am going to solve the linear programming problem using simplex method. The problem type is maximization problem with three variables x1, x2, x3. And subject to the constraints, three constraints we have here. The first constraint is x1 plus 4x2 less than equal to 420, and second constraint 3x1 plus 2x3 less than equal to 460, and third constraint x1 plus 2x2 plus x3 less than equal to 430, and condition x1 comma x2 comma x3 greater than equal to 0. Now let us start with the solution. First step 1, we have to take down our objective function. Max z is equal to 3x1 plus 2x2 plus 5x3. And constraints, we have to convert these constraints into equation. Let us take the first constraint plus x1 plus 4x2, and the condition here for the constraint is less than equal, so that we need to add a positive slack variable and convert into equation. So in the first equation plus s1 slack variable I am adding, that is equal to 420. So this is equation 1. Next, second constraint 3x1 plus 2x3, second positive slack variable, that is plus s2 I am adding here, that is equal to 460. This is equation 2. And third constraint x1 plus 2x2 plus x3. Now I am adding third positive slack variable plus s3, that is equal to 430. So this is equation 3. And add all the slack variables in the objective function also, and the coefficient of all this slack variable will be 0. So add 0 s1 plus 0 s2 plus 0 s3. Now the subject to the condition, that is x1 comma x2 comma x3 comma s1 comma s2 comma s3 greater than equal to 0. We should add all the slack variables with the condition also. Now let us allocate all these values in the initial simplex table. So in initial simplex table, we'll have the basic variable. So the basic variable we have to take down from the objective function. So the variables are x1, x2, x3, s1, s2, s3. So these are the basic variables we have taken from objective function. And Cj is nothing but coefficient value of all these basic variables from the objective function. So x1 coefficient value is 3. So write down here 3. x2 coefficient value is from objective function 2. So write down 2. x3 coefficient value from the objective function is 5. 5 here. s1 coefficient value is 0. So write down 0. And s2 coefficient value from the objective function is 0. And s3 coefficient value from the objective function is 0. And here we need to take down the slack variables which is arrived in the each constraint. So in the first constraint, the first slack variable is s1. So write down s1. And in second constraint, the second slack variable is s2. Take down that. And in third constraint, the slack variable is s3. So write down that variable. And write down the coefficient value of all the slack variable from the objective function, that is coefficient basic value, that is CBI. So for S1 it is 0. So write down 0. For S2 it is 0. So 0. For S3 it is 0. So write down here 0. Now we need to write down the each constraint value. So first S1. So S1 slack variable is arrived in first constraint. So that we have to write down the first constraint value. So x1 value is here 1. So write down here 1 in place of x1 column. Next x2's value is 4. So write down here 4. Then we don't have x3. So write down 0. And s1 we have, write down 1. We don't have s2 and s3 in first constraint. so that it is 0. And solution value, also we have to write down the solution value. So the first constraint solution is 420. So write down here 420. Next, S2 slack variable. So that is arrived in second constraint. So let us take down the second constraint value. X1 value is 3. X2 is not here. So it is 0. X3 value is 2. So write down 2. S1 is not there here. So it is 0. S2 value is 1. S2 is there. S3 is not there in the second constraint. So it is 0. And the solution is 460. So write down here 460. Next, S3 is arrived in third constraint. So let us take down the third constraint value. X1 value is 1. X2 value is 2. X3 value is 1. S1 we don't have. So it is 0. S2 also we don't have. So it is 0. S3 we have. It is 1. And the solution is 430. So write down 430. So now after assigning all the values in the initial simplex table, we have to find the Zj value. So how to find the Zj value? The coefficient basic value of S1, S2, S3, that is 0, 0, 0. Okay, this has to be multiplied with each column now. I'll just show you. See, 0 into 1. I'm going to multiply first with the first column. 0 into 1 plus 0 into 3 plus 0 into 1. So that is equal to 0 into 1 is 0 plus 0 into 3 is 0 plus 0 into 1 is 0. So that is equal to 0. So write down here 0. Next, multiply with the second column. 0 into 4 plus 0 into 0 plus 0 into 2. So 0 into 4 is 0 plus 0 into 0 is 0 plus 0 into 2 is 0. So that is equal to 0. So write down here 0. Next is with third column we have to multiply. 0 into 0 plus 0 into 2 plus 0 into 1. So 0 into 0 is 0. 0 into 2 0. 0 into 1 0. So that is equal to 0. So assign it. So when the coefficient basic value, if it is 0, when you multiply any value with 0, so the answer will be 0 only. So when you multiply with each column, so the answer will be 0 only. So assign here 0. After finding Zj value, we have to find Cj minus Zj. So we have here Cj value and we have here Zj value. Now we have to find the value for this. So that is, we have minus in here between both Cj and Zj. That is 3 minus 0. That is equal to 3. 2 minus 0. That is equal to 2. 5 minus 0 equal to 5. 0 minus 0 equal to 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. Now we have got Cj minus Zj value. Now we have to check the optimality condition, whether we have got our optimum solution or not with the Cj minus Zj value. So this is the optimality condition. So for maximization problem, the Cj minus Zj value should be less than equal to 0. That means the value should be either negative or 0, but not greater than 0. Then means we have reached the optimality condition. That means we have got our optimum solution. Okay, for minimization problem, the Cj minus Zj should be greater than equal to 0. That means the value should be positive value or 0, greater than 0. Then we have reached the optimum solution. Now let us check. See here Cj minus Zj, we have got the values. So we have got 0 and positive values, that is greater than 0. Okay. But our optimality condition for maximization problem should be Cj minus Zj should be less than equal to 0. That means negative value and 0. So here we have 3 positive values. That means we didn't reach the optimality condition. So we need to proceed it again. So now to proceed it again, we have 3 positive values. In this 3 positive values, we have to take down the highest value, that is greater value. So in this 3 positive value, which is the highest one? 5 is the maximum value. We have to consider the maximum value here. 5 is the maximum value. So select this value. So for this value, so this column you need to select. So this column we need to select now. That is the value of S1, S2, S3. That is this column. Okay. So this column is called as key column. So this column. So straight to 5, we need to select the column. So this column is called as key column. So after finding the key column, immediately we need to find the ratio. So to find the ratio, the formula is solution divided by key column. Okay. So we have solution values and now we have found the key column. Now we need to divide it. That is solution divided by key column. So here 420 divided by 0. So 420 divided by 0. So we get infinite. Okay, 420 divided by 0, that is equal to infinite. So next is 460 divided by 2. So that is equal to 230. Next 430 divided by 1. That is equal to 430. So we have got this value. We have to select the minimum value in the ratio. Now infinite cannot be considered. Okay. Now out of this 2 value, we need to select the minimum value. So here the minimum value is 230. So select this value. Okay. So this row now. Okay. So this is the minimum value we have got in the second row. So select the second row. Okay. So this row we call it as an key row. This row we call it as an key row. The maximum value we considered now in column side, that is key column, and the minimum value we considered in the row side now, that is key row. Okay, and this point it gets intersect. That means the column, the key column and key row gets intersect at this point. So this is nothing but our key value. So this value gets intersect. So this value is nothing but key value. So now the key value is 2. And here the outgoing variable now. So in the next table, the outgoing variable is S2 now. That means we are removing this variable and we are going to replace with the other variable. That is incoming variable is X3. Because see the key row and key column is intersected at this point. So the S2 will be removed and X3 will be replaced. So this is outgoing variable and this is incoming variable. So next we have to proceed with the iteration 1 with the next table. Now let us proceed with iteration 1 table. So this is iteration 1 table. In this table also we'll have basic variable, that is from objective function. Same x1, x2, x3, s1, s2, s3, and the coefficient value for all this basic variable from the objective function, that is 3, 2, 5, 0, 0, 0. Okay, and in the first table from the initial simplex table, see s1 now this remains same, only S2 is going to be replaced by X3 and S3 is going to remain same. So that we need to write down here. So here S1 remains same. In place of S2 I am going to replace with X3 and S3 is going to remain same. Now write down the coefficient value for all this basic variable. For S1 the coefficient basic value will be 0 and for X3 that will be value will be 5. So from the objective function, we have to write down the value. So objective function, the x3 value is 5. So write down here 5 and s3 value will be 0 only from the objective function. Now what we have to do? So first we need to find the new values for all these 3 rows, that is s1, x3, s3 by keeping the from the old table. So from the old table, first what we have to do? Key row. We have got the key row in S2 row. For S2 only we have got the key row. This complete value has to be divided by the key value. So this value is called as key value and this row is called as a key row. Now this key row first has to be divided by key value. That is nothing but 3 divided by 2. We'll get 3 by 2. So write down here 3 by 2. Next is 0 divided by 2. That is equal to 0. Next 2 divided by 2, that is equal to 1. So write down here 1. Next 0 divided by 2. So that is equal to 0. Next 1 divided by 2. That is 1 by 2. Next 0 divided by 2. That is equal to 0. Next 460 divided by 2. That is equal to 230. So we need to calculate up to solution. So all this complete row has to be divided by key value, that is 2. So we have got this value. Next we need to find the new value for S1 row and S3 row. To find the new value for S1 row and S3 row, we have the formula. We need to apply that formula. So now let us find the new value for first S1 row. So first let us take down the S1 value in the previous table, in the initial simplex table. So here S1 is the first value. First old value is 1. So write down in the formula, in place of old value, the first value is 1 minus corresponding key column value. So this is the formula, old value minus corresponding key column value into corresponding key row value divided by key value. Okay, so first old value from S1 row is 1 minus next corresponding key column value. So in this row, which value is selected along with key value? So this is key value. Along with this key value, 0 is selected in this row. So the corresponding key column value will be 0. So write down here 0 into corresponding key row. That means 1. For 1, which is the opposite value in the key row. For 1 in the key row, the opposite value is 3. So write down 3 here. Then divided by key value. So key value is 2. So write down 2 here. So simplify this. 1 minus 0 into 3 is 0 divided by 2. So that is equal to 1 minus 0. That is equal to 1. So I write down here 1. We got 1 here. Update in the table. Next old value from the table, that is 4. Okay. So here write down the formula, 4 minus, again the corresponding key column value for 4 also is 0 only. For all the values, the corresponding key column value will be 0 only, because 0 only is selected along with key value. So you have to write down 0 in the formula. So 0 into then corresponding key row value. For 4, the opposite value in the key row is 0. So into 0 divided by key value is 2. So simplify this. 4 minus, again 0 divided by 2, you will get 0. 4 minus 0 is 4. So write down here 4. Update in the table. Next old value. So next old value is 0. 0 minus corresponding key column value is 0 only. So 0 into corresponding key row value. For 0, the opposite value here in this row is 2. So 2 divided by key value is 2 only. 2. So 0 minus 0 into anything multiplied 0. So divided by 2 is also 0 divided by 2 is 0. So we'll get 0 minus 0, 0. So write down here 0. So now just I'll show you one thing. If in the corresponding key column value, if you get 0, the complete value when you apply in the formula, this value remains same. Okay, if you apply in the formula also, this value remains same when you have 0 in the corresponding key column value. Other than 0, if you have any other value, you have to proceed the value. You will get the new value, different value. If not, this value will remain same. Again, I'll show you the next value. You see, what is the old value in this table? 1 minus the corresponding key column value for 1, it is 0 only. Okay, 0 into then corresponding key row value. For 1, the opposite value in the key row is 0. 0 divided by key value 2. That is equal to 1 minus, so 0 into 0 is 0 divided by 2. That is 1 minus 0. That is equal to 1. See, we got this 1 only again. So update here 1 in the table. So why? Because this value here in the formula, we are getting corresponding key column value 0. So when you multiply any value with 0, this complete part becomes 0. So we remains with old value. So that's why this row value we get same. Okay, so we can directly write down here all the values as it is same. So what is the value here? 1, 4, 0, 1. The next value we are getting 0, next is 0, and the solution value is 420. If you want, you can proceed with formula, you will get the same values. Next, we have to find for S3. Again, use the same formula and let us find the new value for S3. Let us take down in S3 row from the initial simplex table. The first old value is 1. So write down 1 minus corresponding key column value. In this row, which value is selected along with key value? That is 1 is selected. So that corresponding key column value will be 1. So here write down 1 into corresponding key row value. Corresponding key row value. For 1, the opposite value in the key row, okay, that is 3. So write down 3, okay, divided by key value is 2 only. So simplify this. 1 minus 1 into 3 is 3 divided by 2. So 2 ones are 2 minus 3 divided by 2. So we get minus 1 by 2. So update in the table. Minus 1 by 2. Next old value is in S3 row is 2. So write down 2 minus corresponding key column value will be 1 only. For all the values, the corresponding key column value will be 1 only. 1 into the corresponding key row value. For 2, the opposite value in the key row, that is 0. Into 0 divided by the key value is 2. So that is equal to 2 minus 1 into 0, 0 divided by 2. So that is 2 minus 0 by 2 is 0. 2 minus 0, that is equal to 2. So write down 2 here. Next, old value is 1. 1 minus corresponding key column value is also 1. 1 into corresponding key row value. For 1, the opposite value, key row value in this key row is 2. 2 divided by key value is also 2. So that is equal to 1 minus 2 by 2. 1 into 2 is 2. 2 by 2. So this cancels one time. So 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. So write down here 0. Next, old value is 0. 0 minus corresponding key column value is 1 into corresponding key row value is 0 divided by key value is 2. So 0 minus, so 1 into 0 is 0. 0 divided by 2 is 0. So 0 minus 0, that is equal to 0. So update here 0. Next old value is 0 again minus corresponding key column value is 1 into key row value is 1 divided by key value is 2. So we get 0 minus 1 into 1 is 1 by 2. So 0 minus 1 by 2, that is equal to minus 1 by 2. So here write down minus 1 by 2. Next old value is 1. So write down here 1 minus corresponding key column value is 1 into corresponding key row value, that is 0 divided by key value is 2. So 1 minus 1 into 0 is 0 divided by 2. 0 divided by 2, 0. So 1 minus 0 is equal to 1. So write down here 1. So the next old value is 430. Write down 430 minus the corresponding key column value is 1. 1 into corresponding key row value 460 divided by key value is 2. So here 230 times get cancels 460. So we get 430 minus 230. So that is equal to 200. So assign this value in the table. Now I finished finding the new value for S1, X3 and S3. Next we need to find the Zj value. So to find the Zj value, we need to multiply the coefficient basic value of S1, X3, S3 with each column now again. So that is 0 into 1 plus 5 into 3 by 2 plus 0 into minus 1 by 2. So that is equal to 0 into 1, 0 plus 5 into 3 by 2. 5 into 3 is 15. 15 by 2 plus 0 into minus 1 by 2. That is 0. So we get 15 by 2. So write down here 15 by 2. Next with the next column. 0 into 4 plus 5 into 0 plus 0 into 2. So we get 0 into 4 is 0, 5 into 0, 0, 0 into 2, 0. So answer will get 0. So write down here 0. Next with third column, 0 into 0 plus 5 into 1 plus 0 into 0. So 0 into 0, 0 plus 5 into 1, 5 plus 0 into 0, 0. So we get 5. So write down here 5. Next 0 into 1 plus 5 into 0 plus 0 into 0. So again 0 into 1, 0, 5 into 0, 0, 0 into 0, 0. That is equal to 0. So assign this 0 here. Next 0 into 0 plus 5 into 1 by 2 plus 0 into minus 1 by 2. So 0 into 0, 0 plus 5 into 1 by 2 is 5. 5 by 2 plus 0 into minus 1 by 2, 0. So that is equal to 5 by 2. So assign here 5 by 2. Next 0 into 0 plus 5 into 0 plus 0 into 1. So that is equal to 0 into 0, 0, 5 into 0, 0 plus 0 into 1, 0. So that is equal to 0. So assign here 0. Next 0 into 420 plus 5 into 230 plus 0 into 200. So that is equal to 0 into 420 is 0 plus 5 into 230, that is 1150 plus 0 into 200, 0. So that is equal to 1150. So write down here 1150. So now we got Zj value. Now we need to find Cj minus Zj. We have Cj value, we have Zj value. Now let us find 3 minus 15 by 2. That is equal to minus 9 by 2. 2 minus 0. That is equal to 2. 5 minus 5, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 5 by 2, minus 5 by 2, 0 minus 0, 0. Now we got our Cj minus Zj value. Now we have to check whether we have reached the optimality condition. So our maximization problem optimality condition is this. That means Cj minus Zj should be less than equal to 0. Now check whether all the value is less than or equal to 0. Now still we have one positive value that is greater than 0, that is 2. So we need to proceed it again. That means we didn't reach our optimality condition. So this is the maximum value that is greater than 0. So select this column as key column now. So this column is key column. Now after finding key column, we need to find the ratio. So ratio is equal to solution divided by key column. So 420 divided by 4. So that is equal to 105. Next 230 divided by 0. That is equal to infinity. Next 200 divided by 2. That is equal to 100. Now in this we need to take down the minimum value. Infinity we cannot consider. So we have two values, that is 105 and 100. The minimum value is 100. So consider this row as key row now. So this row up to solution we need to select. So this is key row. And the key value is now, see at this point the key row and key column get intersect. So 2 is the key value. So this is key value. So now the outgoing variable will be S3 and the incoming variable will be x2, because here we got the intersection. So s3 is outgoing variable, x2 is incoming variable. So we need to proceed with iteration 2. In the next table, in place of s3, we need to write down x2. Now we are going to proceed with iteration 2. So now in the previous table, see S3 is outgoing variable and X2 is incoming variable, and these two variables remain same. Now let us write down in this table. So S1 remains same, X3 remains same, and in place of S3 I am going to replace with X2. So X2 is arrived here. And the coefficient value of all this variable for S1 0 from the objective function. For X3 it is 5. So write down here 5. For X2 it is 2. So write down 2. Now in this table, that is in iteration 1, now we are going to find a new value for all this 3 row. So now first let us find the first value for the key row. So this is the key row. So complete this key row has to be divided by key value. I have told the complete key row has to be divided by key value. So our key value is 2. So divide all this value by 2. So minus 1 by 2 divided by 2. So we get minus 1 by 4. So assign here minus 1 by 4. Next 2 divided by 2, that is equal to 1. So write down 1 here. Next 0 divided by 2, that is equal to 0. Next 0 divided by 2 equal to 0. Next minus 1 by 2 divided by 2, that is equal to minus 1 by 4. Next 1 divided by 2 equal to 1 by 2. Next 200 divided by 2, that is equal to 100. So write down these values. Next we need to find the new value for S1 and X3. To find the new value for S1 and X3, we need to apply the formula. Now first let us find for S1. So for S1 row, the first old value is 1. So 1 minus the corresponding key column value. So in this row, along with key value is 2. Along with key value, which value is selected in this row? So 4. So the corresponding key column value will be 4. So 1 minus 4 into corresponding key row value. For 1, the corresponding key row value is minus 1 by 2. For 1, the opposite value in the key row we need to take down in the key row, that is minus 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 divided by key value. Key value is 2. So write down 2. So simplify this. So 1 minus, so here 4 into minus 1 by 2. So we get minus 2 divided by 2. So that is equal to minus into minus 1, minus into minus plus 2 divided by 2, 1. That is equal to 2. So assign this value in the S1 row. The first value we got 2. Next find down the second value. So here the next old value is 4. So 4 minus corresponding key column value is 4 only. So 4 into the corresponding key row value. For 4, the opposite value in the key row, that is 2. So write down 2 divided by key value. So that is 2. That is equal to 4 minus, so here 2 get cancels, 4 minus 4. So that is equal to 0. So write down here 0. Next old value is 0. So 0 minus the corresponding key column value will be 4 only. 4 into corresponding key row value. For 0, the opposite value in the key row, that is 0. Into 0 divided by key value is 2. So here 0 minus 4 into 0 is 0. 0 divided by 2 is 0. So 0 minus 0, that is equal to 0. So assign 0. Next old value is 1. So write down here 1 minus corresponding key column value will be 4 into key row value. For 0, for 1 it is 0. Key value it is 2. So that is equal to 1 minus 4 into 0, 0. 0 divided by 2 is 0. So 1 minus 0 is 1. So assign 1. Next old value is 0. So 0 minus corresponding key column value 4 into key row value is minus 1 by 2 divided by key value is 2. So 0 minus, so here we have 4 into minus 1 by 2. So we get again minus 2 divided by 2. So that is equal to 0. Minus into minus plus 2 by 2 is 1. So 0 plus 1, that is equal to 1. Assign 1. Next, old value is 0. So write down 0 minus corresponding key column value is 4 into corresponding key row value is 1 divided by key value is 2. That is equal to 0 minus. So here we get 4 into 1 divided by 2, that is 4 by 2. So that is equal to, we get 2. So 0 minus 2, we get minus 2. So assign this minus 2 here. So next old value is 420. 420 minus the corresponding key column value is again 4 into corresponding key row value is 200. 200 divided by 2. So now simplify this. So this 200s are 200 get cancels. So that is equal to 420 minus 4 into 100 is 400. So that is equal to 420 minus 400 is 20. So assign this 20 here. So now we finish finding the S1 row value. Now let us find the X3 value. For X3 you observe here the corresponding key column value here it is 0. Okay, I have told you in previous table if the corresponding, so in this row along with key value which is selected 0. So this is corresponding key column value. So in the formula when you substitute also all the values you will get the same value, the same row value you will be getting. So you need not to do it again. You need not to waste your time. So when you see if your corresponding key column value is 0, write down all the row value as it is here in the new value. So the value will be 3 by 2, 0, 1, 0, 1 by 2, 0, then 230. So now we finish finding the values. Now we got all the new values for all the variables. Now we need to find the Zj value. So to find the Zj value, the coefficient basic value of S1, X2, X3, X2 that is 0, 5, 2 has to be multiplied with each column. That is 0 into 2 plus 5 into 3 by 2 plus 2 into minus 1 by 4. 0 into 2, 0 plus 5 into 3 by 2. 5 3s are 15. 15 by 2. Next 2 into minus 1 by 2. So that is becomes minus 2 by 4. So this get cancels now. See 1s are and 2 times. So 1 by 2 we get. So 15 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Denominator are same. So 15 minus 1 that is equal to 14 by 2. So this get cancelled 7 times. 2 1s are 2 7s are. 7 we get. So write down here 7. Next is 0 into 0. 0 into 0, 0 plus 5 into 0, 0 plus 2 into 1, 2. So this is equal to 2. So assign 2. Next 0 into 0, 0 plus 5 into 1, 5 plus 2 into 0, 0. So this is equal to 5. So write down here 5. Next 0 into 1, 0 plus 5 into 0, 0 plus 2 into 0, 0. So this is equal to 0. So assign 0. Next 0 into 1, 0 plus 5 into 1 by 2 that is 5 by 2 plus 2 into minus 1 by 4. 2 into minus 1 by 4. So that is equal to 5 by 2. So again here we get minus 1 by 2. So that is equal to 4 by 2. So we get here 2. So write down here 2. So 4 by 2 is equal to 2. Next 0 into minus 2. 0 plus 5 into 0. 0 plus 2 into 1 by 2. That is nothing but 2 by 2. That is equal to 1. So that is equal to we get here 1. So write down 1. Next 0 into 20, 0 plus 5 into 230, that is 1150 plus 2 into 100, that is 200. So that is equal to 1150 plus 200, that is 1350. So write down here 1350. Now we got Zj value. Now let us find Cj minus Zj. So 3 minus 7. So 3 minus 7, that is equal to minus 4. 2 minus 2, 0. 5 minus 5, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 2, minus 2. 0 minus 1, that is equal to minus 1. So we got our Cj minus Zj value. Now let us check the optimality condition. So for maximization problem, the optimality condition for Cj minus Zj, the value should be less than equal to 0. Check whether we have got all the values that is less than equal to 0. That means negative and 0 values. Check, see all negative values and we have 0. There is no any positive value greater than 0. That means we have reached the optimality condition. So now we need not to proceed with the next iteration. So let us write the solution. Therefore, the optimum solution of max z is equal to, we need to write down the Zj solution value, that is the max z solution value, optimum solution. So we got 1350. So write down here 1350 and x1. So here x1 is not arrived in here. So x1 is equal to 0, comma x2 has arrived. So x2 solution value is 100. So write down x2 is equal to 100, comma x3. So x3's solution value is 230. So this is our optimum solution. To verify our optimum solution, we need to substitute x1, x2, x3 value in the objective function. So our objective function is max z is equal to 3x1 plus 2x2 plus 5x3. So let us substitute 3 into x1 is 0 plus 2 into x2 is 100 plus 5 into x3 is 230. So 3 into 0 is 0, 2 into 100 is 200 plus 5 into 230 is 1150. So that is equal to 200 plus 1150 is 1350. So this is our max z value. So the same value we have got our optimum solution also. So the answer is correct. Thank you for watching.